Hello, this is MrDeaf again. This time I am bringing you a replay of myself getting my highest score or highest damage ever that I've ever gotten. Ever. You know, it's important because I said it 3 times. This time I am in my Shimakaze again, apparently. I believe it is not that bad of a ship. They're planning. Wargaming is planning to buff this ship or its torps ever so slightly in the next patch, which is 0.6.4. This is 0.6.3 that I'm playing. So this map, I don't really like this map, honestly, but I will play it to the best I can. I believe their team has a better better ship consistency, because we have what? My Shimakaze, Grozovoid, Tashkent, and Benson and the Sims, whereas they have a Gearing, Tashkent, and Kagero. Basically, their ships are somewhat more cap-oriented, whereas mine is a flanking torpedo boat. Yes, that is right, flanking torpedo boat. This ship is not that good at capping. In fact, it's probably the worst one to use as a cap ship. And located by radio finder right at the start. How annoying! I go for the cap anyways, or I'm gonna skim around it, try and get a glimpse of what is here. If I get spotted first, that means it's probably going to be the Kagero. If I don't get spotted, that means something else, or I'll run into them at the same time they spot me. Onwards! Looking. I can see that they're capping A and C already. Usually you don't want to go B on the north side, that's normal. And oh, look at that! Somebody has decided to smoke on the cap circle, and there's nobody around him to spot for him. Silly idea, which I will punish. Yes, I did shoot all my torps to get good coverage. It is a bit of a waste, I admit, yes, but a dead DD is a dead DD and less of a hassle later on. I see the Missouri, the Alabama's coming here. Luckily I have the Yamato and Tirpitz and Moskva behind my back, as well as the Grozovo and the Tashkent. One hit. Caused a bit of flooding. Well, it's basically 14k of damage. Oh, there's the Gearing. It's running away. I want to keep the Missouri slightly away from me because it has radar for some reason. Yes, a battleship has radar and it goes out 9.45 kilometers, which that's not broken at all. But I'm just going to run up the flank here as best as I can, try and get that broadside if I can, because I see that their battleships are kind of locked in thanks to the Yamato and Tirpitz and Moskva that are pushing up on here. They need to angle against the Yamato, otherwise they can, well, really eat it, so to say. GK coming in here now. What is that ship? That is the Chepaev. Chepaev has 11.8 kilometer radar, but very short duration. So it's roughly, I'm in radar range of both of them, but I think they're too busy with the stuff in front of them to actually figure out that I'm up here. Oh, Missouri is slightly angled away. I'm going to launch slightly behind it, right at it, and I got spotted by someone's radar, annoyingly. So, just in case something else is over here, I will have to pull away. Apparently, since I didn't get... yeah, I think that's Missouri's radar. If he's smart, he would start turning even more. you'll probably see that he wasn't that smart. And by some stroke of luck, the GK has decided to run into the torp path of my torps. Missouri, you're gonna eat it! GK sees it. GK sees the torps. Can't really do anything about that right now. 1, 2 hits. Missouri, 1, 2, 3. Take it, Gekiting! Devastating strike on that. Chapayev, I'm not entirely sure what that Chapayev is doing. I could torp him, but I decide not to. I'm providing cover for, I'm providing spotting line for the Grozova apparently. So, we shall just see what happens there. Oh, and apparently the GK has not managed its damage control party. Yeah, the damage control party all that well. So he's flooding. You'll see how much flooding damage it caused later on, and it was almost a wither or a yeah, it was almost a wither. Almost. How annoying. I could open up on the champion, but choose not to because I'm in secondary range of the GK, and the GK has very annoying secondaries. Very. At this point, I'm wondering why the Chapayev hasn't used his radar. I have no idea why, but whatever. If he dies, I don't care. If he's not gonna use it, I don't care. I'm just gonna move on to the next target, which is going to be the GK, the Chapayev, depending on what happens. For now. Yamato is just closing the distance, and he is going to wreck him, actually. We're just running them over on this side of the map. But we are actually kind of somewhat in the worst position compared to they are, because they have already capped C, whereas our team, our Minotaur hasn't moved from the start, which means he's probably just not connected, disconnected, whatever. But that just means we're down a ship, and odds are even. Moving on. Yes, get in there, DD. I would like to too. I'm gonna try and cap it. Honestly, we're just waiting for the game to set itself up right now. Not entirely sure what's happening. The gearing is either in that smoke or it's not. It's probably between the crack in those islands, which means torpedoing that crack could cause it to die, or not, but there are better targets to shoot at, which are right in front of me. Seeing as the gearing isn't shooting at all, or that unspotted gearing isn't shooting at all, I'm going to assume that it is already gone somewhere. So, I'm going to get moving closer to the gap, try and launch all 15 into there, see what happens. I can see this battleship, it didn't really position itself well, so I'm just going to give it smoke. Jump. Try and help out as much as I can. Get spotted by, I don't know what the hell that is, probably radar. Judging by how long it is, it probably is the radar from Des Moines. Tashkent shoots at me. Misses because, well, Tashkent's guns, although they are rail guns, they aren't as good as what you can find on Cab and Udaloid, as well as the I totally didn't pay attention, and I'm going to use myself. Doesn't matter when they can't really aim at you 11. No, my torps did hit something. Not entirely sure what. The important thing is they hit and they caused a lot of damage. Des Moines coming around the corner. Minotaur is gonna eat it, obviously. Yeah, I too might eat it from this Des Moines. I only have 5.9 kilometer concealment, and it is right on the edge. I know it just uses radar, so it can't technically radar me just quite yet. But it is annoying nonetheless. You might notice that the Yamato has also decided to go down it, yeah. Despite the fact that there are no other ships spawning over it, presumably. So, Yamato, my torps reload just in time. It looks like it's slowing down, so I shoot one delay, just in case it did slow down. Fire the second one. And I probably should have held on to this level, but I shot it anyways. Now I have a long 1 minute and 50 seconds, or almost 2 minutes of reload on the torps that I have. And hopefully those hit, or hopefully the Yamato doesn't. I see that it did shoot its front turrets, which means it didn't slow down in time. 敵撃沈! Ha! Sucker! Oh, okay. Torpedoes. Torpedoes. Those are probably from the gearing, considering their stealth. Like, they were hardly ever detected before that. At this point, those gearings are smoked, and something is providing spotting around it somehow. Might be a spotter plane that's spotting those Yamato, or those two battleships. But what I do is nothing, because I'm waiting for my torps to reload. Rosewoy is rushing in. Yeah. Oh, he got detonated. That's a pity. I smoke here because I'm trying to provide smoke for the Yamato, but apparently he won't appreciate this in a moment. Why? Because gearing shoots his other torpedoes. Apparently one of the gearings had knocked out torpedo bank, and that's why he's shooting him staggered like that. I spot that just in time, dodge it just in time. Yamato, not so lucky. You'll probably hear it. Ah, there. I return the favor. Presumably they're still sitting in smoke. Oh, sorry. At least he got his damage control. Or at least spotting out. I really don't know what is spotting him. It's probably a spotter plane from one of the bigger ships that were sunk before, but I can't find them, or I don't want to find them. Sims is hit a gearing, cause a devastating strike on it. Can't even see it. It's dead. Is what is important. The Sims is flanking around. I have no idea how the Sims stayed alive for that long, but he did really well. So it's just that gearing left. I would go gun him down, except I don't know his HP level. I have full health. However, the gearing can technically sink a Shimakaze even at 50% health, which is quite annoying, to say the least. And we don't want that to happen, because that could cause a serious loss. Oh, apparently one of their gearing has radio finder, which makes my life even more difficult. He knows where I am, I don't know where he is. He can ambush me around an island, and this can prove disastrous because my turrets don't turn as quick as his do. And if he pops up on the wrong side, I am just toast. So, what I do, I decide to stick with the Yamato. Play it safe because, well, the Sims is capping for us, which means we'll have C. And if we just play cautiously, we should be able to win this. I just have no idea where the gearing went. It could have gone north, it could have gone south. Well, I asked the Yamato if he spotted. And if he says no, that means there's only a limited amount of place where it can be. Like, behind these islands to the north, or like to the south. It just means he's not really near A. Presumably. And seeing as the radio finder didn't change onto the Yamato, I'm technically closer to the gearing. But as you'll see in a moment here, it switches over to the Sims apparently. Because now the Sims is going to be hunted with the gearing. And there's just no chance. Yeah, there's the gearing. So yeah, I asked that question a bit late. Here are some torps. These torps are quite deadly if you catch them broadside because you don't really have enough reaction time to dodge them. So gearing could either go to C, go through the south, or circle around back into the smoke. I'm not entirely sure what he's gonna do, since he has RF and he knows exactly where I'm at. Spotted, so that means he turned into trying to kill me if I can. Fingers crossed. Do that! Spotted. Fire them at me. Good thing. Almost. The Yamato finishes it off. There we go. Nice. Okay. On to the results. 252,818 damage done. 2 devastating strikes, Confederate, high caliber, 14 torpedo hits, which is wow. That's amazing for a Shimakaze. As you can see, 2,974 base XP, which, yeah, it's just better than anybody else. That gearing at the end was doing quite well as well, but not quite enough to sort of cover his team's just kind of bad people at the bottom there. The Kagero was dragging his feet, the GK was also dragging his feet. Poor guy. But all the better, because I win. Yep, so 55,000 flooding damage, which was almost a wither. I believe a wither is 60 or 65k damage. The fact that I launched 75 torps and I got 14 hits is actually pretty good, considering the fact that Shima's torps are rather easily dodged, even the 12-kilometer ones. I only took, whatever, skip over the rest of that. And cash earned 360,000 credits. Pretty good for a T10. Honestly, most games you'll just lose cash, so that's that. Okay, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe or send, put messages in there. And I will hopefully see you next time in another video. MrDeaf